Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to run the time log report. This does not mean that we won't continue to send you those reports, but I've just had a few people ask me if they could run them themselves, so I figured I would show everyone. So when you log into your TK20 account, if you click on Field Experience, you'll now see a Reports tab here, and you'll see just one report in there, and it's called Time Log 001. So when you click on that report, you're going to get a few different options here. So the first one that you're going to want to select is active status, and then you'll want to choose the time log template that's relevant to you. So just for these purposes, I'm going to say, I don't know, middle school methods. And then you have to choose the dates between a start date and an end date. So when you run these, you want to find just the students that are filling them out that semester, because you don't want students in previous semesters mixed in with the students that are in current semesters. So we'll say activity between the first day of class and the last day of class, or the close to the last day of class. We don't need to select a campus or a state, and for programs you can just push select all. You don't want any additional filters, and you can leave these as is. Now, something I will tell you is that you can save the report parameters. So if you want to run this report again, all of the settings will be there. So I'm saving this as Middle School Methods 2017-80, which is fall 2017, and push the generate button. So you're going to see it start generating the report. This takes quite a while to do. So I'm actually going to pause this and I'll pop back up. Depending on the speed of your computer, this can take anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, so the report has finished running. I think that took about 2 minutes on my computer. You'll see a pretty cool data display here that kind of summarizes all of the data. You can see the number of students that are in the different statuses, and then you can see down here it's kind of just done the other way, and it's done by category or activity. Some of you guys have more categories and activities specified than others. This is interesting. However, what you're probably going to want is in this data display, and that can also take a couple of minutes. So I'm going to pause this and then I'll come back after it takes a second to generate the report. So you can see that the data that's behind that analytic display is now shown up. It took about 30 seconds on my computer for that, and I will say it sometimes takes a little longer just depending on your internet connection speed, because it is pinging over the TK20 server and pulling so much data back. When you look at this, I do want to say a couple of things about it. First, this is not going to show any students in your class who have not logged any hours at all. So if they are in your class but they've not logged any hours at all, they're not going to show up on this report, because this part of TK20 is not connected to courses. The other thing that I will say is students that have filled this out that are not in your sections will also show up on this report. So this middle school methods, there are a couple different people that are teaching middle school methods, and so all of their students will show up on this report. So if you are not the only person teaching your course this semester, just know that other people will show up on this report. So you'll have to actually go through and find the students that you're looking for. So you can see that it gives you it line by line, so you can see this student here has filled out 8 entries. The last time that they were in was October 29th. Their status is that all of their hours are not yet logged. They've submitted 16 hours. 16 of those hours are pending approval. 8.25 hours have been approved. Let's see, they've got 40.25 hours logged, and in order to get to I guess this course requires, it looks like 90 hours. So in order to get to 90 hours, they have 49.75 hours left to log. They have 2 different activities here that they could pick, observation or interaction, so you can see how their hours break down in those 2 different categories. this is a helpful view if you're trying to keep up with your students and make sure that they know that they're getting their hours approved. You can let them know, like, you should be at a place where you only have 40 hours left, but I can see that you've got 61 and a half hours left. So this is a helpful view, and you could look at this every day if you wanted to. I will reiterate, we will still send the reports that we send that shows every student in your class and all of this information for each one of those students. But that, if you want to see that information more frequently, you can check it this way. Also, if you're checking it this way and you don't really need that report that we send you, let me know. I'll be happy to tell Claire not to send it to you, and she would love to be able to check you off her list. So if you have any other questions, you can let me know, or you can also talk to Claire. She's an expert at this. All right, thanks. Bye.